Malaysia. So, something unique about Malaysia, because of its split geography and its commitment to multiculturalism. So, again, Malaysia is distinct for being a nation divided into two major land masses. So we have the two regions, Peninsular Malaysia, located at the Malay Peninsula or the south of Thailand. So it contains the capital, Kuala Lumpur, and the most of the population. While the East Malaysia, located at the northern part of the island of Borneo. So it is known for its rugged mountains and vast rainforest. Strategic waterway because it borders the Strait of Malacca, one of the most important shipping lanes in the world. Um, Climate tropical and humid, also home to some of the sorry for that, world's oldest rainforest. I think it's estimated to be 130 million years old. It's called Taman Negara. I think that's Taman Negara. Culture and diversity. So the identity is built on the peaceful coexistence of the three main ethnic groups and various indigenous tribes. Yeah, we have the multiculturalism, the Malay, Chinese, and Indian. So approximately half the population is Malay. Then Bumiputera, the sons of the soil. This term refers to the Malays and the indigenous people. Language, the Bahasa Melayu, the national language, but English is widely spoken. It is used in business and education. Traditional arts, as you have seen going around in the slide, it is the Wow Bulan, intricately designed traditional kites, makyong, ancient dance drama. Like it combines acting, singing, storytelling, then silverwork and beadwork. Practices and customs. Malaysia is often described as I think you have heard truly Asia because of the way it preserves various Asian traditions. We have the open house, a unique practice where during major festivals, people open their homes to neighbors and strangers alike to share food and celebrate together. Culinary fusion, nasi lemak, the coconut rice, the flatbread, the laksa, social etiquette. Shoes, of course, shoes are always removed before entering home or a place of worship. And when pointing, it is more polite to use the thumb with fist closed rather than the index finger. Then their national flags, the stripes of glory, is a major symbol of unity. Like, I think it features 14 stripes and a 14-point star representing the 13 states and the federal government. Asia's silent superpower. I think it is a good latest. One of among the latest, I find this very worth watching. So you can just watch it on YouTube. Malaysia. The Friends. It this explores the themes of friendship, perseverance, and the struggles of individuals studying abroad. The story highlights the emotional and psychological challenges faced by the young people who study abroad and then return to their home country to contribute to its development. So it explores the lives of Malaysian students, highlighting the tension between the kampung, or the spirit of communal support, and the New York reality of individualistic capitalism. The first virtue. The narrator reflects on patience, which is not merely about waiting, but rather than akin to obstinacy. It's the determination to persist despite challenges. Like on story as snowflakes fall outside, the narrator thinks about Nuria, who is in the operating theater giving birth. Then Nuria's husband is equally anxious. The narrator's emotions sometimes mock their own attitude. Why should they be nervous when it's Nuria giving birth? But they hold firm, believing that sharing hardships is the poetry within life's prose. The setting, the old building on the 104th Street Broadway, shared origins. The receptionist, an older Caucasian woman, asks about their purpose. So the narrator explains that they're from the same country and used to live in the same neighborhood. Fortunately, Mr. Jacob is available for a meeting. Identity and belonging. The characters share a common origin, emphasizing their connection despite being in a foreign land. Friendship and solidarity, the bond between the narrator, Nuria, and her husband, reflects the strength of shared experiences, the importance of overcoming hardships, particularly in unfamiliar environment. Resilience and perseverance, the narrator's patience and determination mirror the struggles faced by those who return home to contribute. So, um, it reminds us of the importance of patience, shared roots, and the poetry hidden within life's challenges. It shows the difficulties faced by students adjusting to a new culture, dealing with loneliness, and maintaining their identity. Literary approach, uh, post colonial criticism, examining the lingering effects of the colonialism on education, identity, nationalism. Again, the impact of colonial rule, showing how studying abroad reflects Malaysia's historical dependence on Western systems. Psychological approach, its analysis is the well, when investigating the psychological pressures of leaving home and adapting to a foreign culture. In the distance suggests a sense of longing, something beyond the reach of nostalgia and the passage of time. The poem captures the emotional depth of distance, both physical and emotional, while emphasizing the beauty of memory and human connection. We have longing and, and separation. It conveys a sense of yearning for something distant, whether it be a place, a person, nature, and reflection. The imagery of landscapes and horizon symbolizes contemplation and the vastness of human emotions, or for others, they interpret it, the story of Eve, suggesting her choice was driven by a desire for maturity, an escape from Adam's captivity rather than simple sin. Time and memory, the poem suggests that distance is not just again physical but also tied to the passage of time, showing how we remember and experience life. Literary approach, moralistic and psychological criticism. Moralistic, the poem suggests that despite again distance, whether physical or emotional, one must continue moving forward. So it teaches us the value of perseverance in life. Like again, the imagery of the landscape encourages introspection. We reminds us or we that personal growth often comes from deep reflection. So we have to accept change. The inevitability of change, urging us to embrace life's transitions rather than resist them. Psychological criticism, simply longing. Longing as an internal conflict. The frying pan. So the poem explores the uh, motherhood, sacrifice, and regret. If reflect on the speaker's relationship with the mother, using frying pan as a powerful symbol of love, labor, and unrecognized devotion. Frying pan as mother's companions, like it is her mother's best friend. It's constant presence in the kitchen where she was born. Like the frying pan is used to cook meals for the family. It becomes a vessel for nourishment and sustenance. So it represents a lifetime of labor, physical hardship, and unconditional love. Unseen sacrifices. The poet reflects on her childhood when she and her siblings simply enjoyed meals prepared in that very frying pan. However, they are too young to fully understand the depth of their mother's sacrifices. The mother endured physical hardships while cooking for her children. Her eyes were affected, or her skin was scraped by hot oil, or her lungs scratched by the smoke. So we have the regret and remorse. As the poet grew up and moved to the city, she has modern kitchen utensils, including the shiny stainless frying pans. So when her aging mother visited, she tried to be helpful and useful, even scrubbing a pan with the bristle brush. To the poet, unaware of her mother's past sacrifices, scolded her for potentially ruining the costly utensil. But years later, after her mother's passing, the poet felt deep remorse. She realized her mistake, valuing a cooking utensil over her mother's love. So she realizes it is too late that they valued objects more than their mother's love, leading to feelings of guilt and sorrow. Mother's love and sacrifice. The frying pan becomes a metaphor for the unspoken love and sacrifices of mothers. It represents the countless meals prepared, the sleepless nights, the physical toll endured. It highlights the mother's dedication to providing for her children, often at the cost of her well-being. So the poet's regret serve as a reminder to appreciate and honor maternal love even in the smallest act. Literary approach, reader response criticism. So readers who have experienced maternal sacrifice may deeply connect with the poem's depiction of the mother's labor and devotion. The contrast between the old frying pan and the modern kitchen utensil may evoke feelings of nostalgia, regret, a realization about the value of tradition versus materialism. So, again, the poem captures the unsung heroism of mothers, the selflessness, resilience, and unwavering love. So, reminds us to cherish the everyday moments and recognize the sacrifices made by those who care for us.